Hey guys, what's going on? Thanks for coming back to Clever TV. I'm your host, Dana Ward with Joslyn Davis.
Hey guys.
And we're very excited to have one of the stars of the 9 Lives of Chloe King with us today. It's Benjamin Stone.
Hey.
Hello, Benjamin Stone. Do you go by
Hey.
Ben? We haven't even asked you that.
Yeah, Ben's cool.
Okay,
Ben's
because
fine.
we're old friends now.
Yeah, we know each other a long time.
Long time.
A good 10 minutes.
Ben. Well, we feel like we know you from Alek on the show.
Totally.
I think we've seen, is this week going to be episode 4 or 5?
This will be episode 5.
So we're halfway through the episodes that you've shot, and the show has us totally hooked. You play a Mai character on the show, but kind of tell us how you fit into the plot line and what the overall tone of the show is all about.
Well, I'm, at the moment, the only male Mai there is. So I have, sort of advanced powers, abilities, super hearing, speed, agility, can jump high, have some pretty badass claws. But then I'm also kind of mentoring Chloe because she's like the new Mai in town, and she's more important than anybody else. She's the uniter. She has this prophecy behind her and responsibilities to the Mai and to the kind of the world. So I'm kind of helping her, realize those responsibilities and kind of take it seriously. But also, it's hard because I end up, falling in love with her, which then makes
Love
it
triangle.
a little bit
Big
difficult.
time.
I was wondering about that because right from the start it seemed like there was some sort of tension between the two of you.
Well, she's Mai, and there aren't many people I can, get with except for my people.
Yeah, because
And-
otherwise you'll kill them.
Because
Yeah.
a human
Sucks.
cannot kiss a Mai,
Yeah.
but what happens, 2 Mais can kiss and
Oh, they
be
can go to
okay?
town. Yeah.
Okay, they can go to town.
Interesting.
Good to know. Ah.
But we haven't actually seen any romance actually happen between you guys yet. Although I did talk to Skylar Samuels, and she said she will be having some juicy kisses in the first 10 episodes.
Yeah,
Can
Skylar,
you confirm
she's-
or deny that one of them might be with Alek?
They have
I
to be.
can possibly say maybe at some point in this episode, in this season. Yeah.
But the thing I thought was really interesting, you said at this point you're the only male Mai.
Yeah.
So we might be seeing some new Mai come into the picture.
Yes.
Is that safe to say?
Yeah. Yeah. They're more.
And how does Alek feel about that? I feel like he's the main
He's
dude.
like holding it down for the dude.
How does he feel about that?
Well, it's more complicated than that because this, lots of people come into it, and not just Mai, but also other people who may not be Mai, may not be human. So there's that kind of whole aspect as well. So we haven't even ventured into that realm yet.
Yeah.
But there are definitely other people that come along, and one of the guy Mais, isn't just your average Mai friend. So again, there's another kind of thing to do with him.
Could this love triangle be turning into a love square?
not yet, but maybe.
But perhaps.
Let's get it to an octagon, people. Let's get it there.
I love Rubik's.
That's a little too complicated. I don't know.
Yeah, right? So you mentioned you have the cat claws, obviously. What
We just call them claws. It's
Oh,
cool.
just claws.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get it straight. Claws, people, it's claws. What is the hair and makeup like for that? What is the process of getting your claws put on?
This is why we don't use them as much as we should, because it's such a hassle to put them on. And once they're on, you walk around like this, and you can't do anything, and you can't even check your phone or itch your face. Otherwise, they'll pop off. And mid-scene, we'll be doing something, and we'll be like, and they're cut, and we're like, what? And one of the claws is just missing. So it's like you broke a nail literally. So it's hard. And it takes a while. Then once you got it off, your fingers are sticky and dirty for the rest of the day. So we're still trying to figure that out to make it more kind of applicable every day. But yeah, it's just time and everything else. But it's fun when you get them. But as long as you don't use them too much, it's still fun.
Another thing that seems like it would be really fun are all of the stunts that it looks
yeah.
like you guys are doing. Are you doing a lot of your own stunts, or how's that working out?
Yeah, we all have stunt doubles, but we do every single fight that we shoot. And it's really if they don't get what they want because of time, whatever, or because maybe if some things, if they are really dangerous, then obviously, or if they're really difficult, like if it's a triple flip, I'm obviously not going to do that. I will try, but I will fail. So we'll get Martin, who's my stunt double, and he will do that, and he will take care of the kind of big stuff. But they'll also do all the fights, and we'll kind of jump in when we can and do as much as we can, because it takes a while to rehearse them, and just we're under such a intense timetable. It's hard to get everything we want. So we do
Yeah.
as much as we can. But there are always bits of the stunt double as well. It's just mixed to make it look really good.
Did you have to go through a period of training before starting the shoot?
Yeah, we did a little bit. We went to a gym, and we were put on wires, did gymnastics and jumping and falling and things like that.
Fun.
And training with fighting and getting your punches and your kicks and everything. And then I've also been training with my stunt double every week to kind of get like better kicks and better kind of routines down. But it's hard, again, it's hard to keep up. But now I'm definitely going to continue it before we start the next 10.
It's kind of
So I can
fun
be
probably
better.
too. It's like a new hobby basically,
It's really
right?
good fun. Well, I've done it before, but like because I have something to sort of a goal to go towards, like, okay, I want it to look good because it's going to be on TV. You're much more motivated than just to go to a normal class and do martial arts.
Yeah. Now, something I want to hear about, because we've actually talked to some of your co-stars about this, what was the audition like for you? Because I'm sure that there were just thousands of people vying for roles on this show.
Yeah.
And everybody has their own story, so what was yours?
It was so busy. Everybody, we all spoke about it, and all of us had the same experience. It was like the busiest audition we've like ever been to. I got there, and I waited sort of 40 minutes, then went away, had dinner, came back, and also waited another 40 minutes, and then went in. So
There's
like,
just so many
really?
people
there was
there.
literally like 200 people there. And then I went in and I was talking to them for like 15 minutes, and I was having fun, but I was also thinking, oh, people are waiting because I know how annoyed I was.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was great, you know. I mean, as soon as we went in, it was really fun. We were talking to the casting director like they're your friends, which is exactly what you want for a
definitely.
role you want. So you know, obviously went really well, but it was stressful because we waited so long just to get in. And you get in a mindset, and then you kind of fall back down from that, and then you have to like gear yourself up again, and then you kind of relax a bit. And it's just the longer you wait, the more nervous you get.
Did you have to do like a chemistry read with any of your co-stars?
Yeah, we had to do a network test where we went to the studios, the head of the network, and I met with Skylar about 5 minutes before. We all went in individually. The guys for Alek went in individually, and then they brought in Skylar, and then we did it again. And it was weird because I've obviously done it so many times with the casting director, and then to suddenly do it with Skylar, who has obviously the role down and knows exactly what the character is, it was very different. And we were kind of stuck in a way of doing it, which was kind of, it was good, it was surprising and spontaneous, and it was great, so it worked.
Awesome. And was the accent a part of the character? Is that something that you just brought to it?
Yeah, not originally. I didn't get cast as British at all. I got cast as the original, which was kind of, you know, Ukrainian.
Oh.
Ukrainian American. But then they decided they liked my accent anyway, and the whole idea was him to be kind of exotic, so they just kept with the British. I got a phone call about 8 in the morning saying they're changing it.
You're like,
Really?
perfect.
Okay, after we'd shot it all. So I was like, oh, okay, so now we're gonna reshoot that.
Oh, sweet.
Oh man.
And also, I mean, I have to say, from talking with a lot of your, fellow castmates, everyone seems like really smart, really fun, down to earth. I'm guessing that you guys have probably really gotten pretty close behind the scenes. So take us there. What's going on that we don't see? Because that's all we want to know.
I don't know. It's difficult. Well, Grace is awesome. She's fun. She's really intelligent as well. She's very clever, and so's Alyssa and Skylar. And Gray's just a goofball. I mean, he's never, you never switch Gray off. You can try, but it won't work. But everybody's really good fun, and Ki-hong is brilliant as well. But we just have a lot of fun, and Ki-hong always says to me, he's like, why are you always trying to figure out a way of ruining the scene? Because I'm always like, oh, let's do this, it'll be really funny. He's like, no, we're gonna get fired. We should do the scene properly. I'm like, but it'd be so funny, dude. He's like, I'm just gonna go over here.
Have
And he's
you
like,
done
go through his lines.
Professional.
Have you guys done any like practical jokes or anything like that while shooting? Or like, I love watching a show and knowing like, oh, actually this is what was happening while they were shooting this.
No,
Like
like
someone's
hard-
making a face or something.
Yeah, I mean, there's always that every now and again, but there's no like hardcore practical jokes because again, you want to toe that line between having fun and not like,
Getting fired.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there are instances where we just kind of before they yell cut, do something stupid or like something. But yeah, it's there was a scene actually where I was hiding behind a bed, and Sky was talking to her mum, and I meant to be hiding. And every time she looked at me, the camera wasn't on me, so I was just like suddenly changing positions. So suddenly I was like on all fours with my bum towards her, and she'd be like looking at me, she's like, oh my. So like her reactions were really real because I was doing something different, or my shirt would be up.
Awesome.
And another really cool thing about this show is that you guys really legitimately do shoot on location in San Francisco, which most shows don't do stuff like that. And you guys go up there to shoot like several different scenes from different episodes. How does that kind of work?
Well, basically, of the 10 episodes, the pilot, we went up there and we did some scenes for 2 days, and then around about episode 5, we went up there again and we did scenes from episodes 2 to 5 in 2 days, and then literally this last week we went up there and we were there for like a day and a half and then shot the rest of the scenes. And it was really intense because you're shooting scenes from 5 different episodes in like 1.5 days.
Yeah, how do you even keep track of where you're at?
They're like, yeah, we're on
in the
episode 3 now.
storyline?
Yeah, exactly. They're like, we're on episode 8 now where you are not getting along, but we're just going to do the scene quickly and rehearse this scene where you guys, you know, are really getting along. And it's like, what?
What's happening?
And now go in
That's
there.
why you're a paid professional,
I know.
right? Because you can handle it.
And now sit here while we put bruises on you because remember you were beaten up in the episode? I'm like, oh, god damn it.
Oh my God.
Crazy. What's your favorite location in San Francisco that you've gotten to shoot at?
Just by the Golden Gate Bridge. There's
Beautiful.
I don't know what the name. I think it's Marina Park or something. There's a park there, and it just is really, really beautiful because always the bridge is kind of whenever we've been there, disappears into the mist.
Ooh, it's so pretty.
So it's really good. It's really beautiful.
Very
Now,
nice.
another quick unrelated thing that we wanted to talk to you about was Harry Potter, which
Yeah.
the last movie is coming out this week. It couldn't be more fitting. Tell us your connection to Harry Poe, as I like to call him.
Harry Potter, you can keep that.
Thank you.
I basically did voiceovers just for like the first, second, third, and fourth game, I think, and then like some other Quidditch games. I just did voiceovers for the twins in the game, who aren't really prominent in the films, but are really prominent in the games. And then I also did, like occasionally they'd be like, oh, for this game, can you also do some Draco lines or something, or some Harry lines? Although Harry doesn't really speak in the game. So I did like mostly those voices and a few other voices, and that was basically my connection. I never actually even auditioned for the Harry Potter game films.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
But you still have your connection.
Yeah, I'm still holding on to that tenuous line of, oh, I did the games.
Did you have to study the films to try to match the voices? Or did
No,
you get to
it
do
was
your
just
own
like
thing?
our own thing. And I was younger then, so my voice was a bit higher anyway, and they were like, just be more excited. And as my voice was getting lower, they're like, be more and more excited, so it was like even higher.
Last question. We want to ask you about a very special, certain someone in your life. Harvey? Tell us all about Harvey, please.
Harvey is 1 year old. He is a multi-poo, but he's a manly multi-poo.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Get it straight.
Yeah, he'll knock you down. He is actually, he's more poodle than Maltese because he's got quite a long body. But you look at him and you can tell there's something going on there because he'll look at you like, and he'll start winking at you. And he'll be like, food, go on, feed me. And so he can like, yeah, he talks to you in weird ways. And we have little conversations with him as well.
Where is Harvey right now?
He's at home, on my bed, probably.
Like back in London?
Sprawled out like this.
Back in London?
No, he's here. He's here.
Oh, okay.
He's an American dog. This is the thing we wonder. We're like, if he could speak, would he have an American accent or would he have an English accent?
Yeah, what would he have?
Because we're all English, so.
Good question. Are you going to take him with you when you return home?
Eventually, yeah.
Okay.
But like, yeah, I mean, you have to do like 6 months quarantine and all that, so it's not worth it just for like a month.
Oh, man.
But if we move back to England, then yeah.
Okay.
Very cool. And of course, we have to ask, if you had 9 lives in real life, how would you spend them?
Just doing what I do now, but I guess taking more risks to help other people, I guess. Because I say I would take more risks myself, but I already do, so I don't think like everything I want to do, which is kind of crazy, I already do. So I'd probably be doing things to help other people, I guess.
Oh, nice.
I don't know how I do that, if that means being a superhero, stalking people until they fall over, and then jumping, I don't know.
All of the above.
Would you
Yeah.
do any skydiving or any crazy stunts like that?
Well, that's
Or
the
do
thing,
you
I've
already
already
like
done that, that's what
already
I'm
do
saying,
that,
yeah. I actually did that when I was 15, and my parents just about let me, because at that point, you got to ask your parents.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that's legal.
Yeah, I know. Well, I actually did it with the Royal Marine Corps. No, not the Royal Marine Corps, what are they called?
Like Coast Guard or something?
That's Royal
or
Marine Corps. Is
Air Force?
so like the Royal, I think it was called the Royal Arrows or something in England.
Uh-huh.
And so it was like a static line jump where you kind of train, you don't jump with anybody else, you jump on your own, but it pulls the line for you. And I was 15, so it was like pretty scary. But then I completed the jump, and I was the only person who actually did like a perfect jump, what's called a perfect jump.
Really?
I guess it means you didn't flail when you came out or something. And so then I went home and I was like, oh mom, I did my perfect jump. That means that if I do 5 more jumps, I can then jump on my own from like 20,000 feet. So if I go next week, I can do this. She's like,
You're never going
No.
to.
this isn't a hobby. This is a one-off thing. You're never going back to that field again. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh,
Bummer.
Wah, wah.
But you did it once perfectly.
Exactly. And it's quality, not quantity.
True
So-
that. Well said.
So right. You are right. Benjamin Stone, thank you so much for joining us
Thank you,
today.
guys.
This was lots of fun.
Yeah, really
and
fun.
make sure you guys stay posted to Clever TV for more info on this guy and the 9 lives of Chloe King. I'm Dana Ward with Joslyn Davis and Benjamin Stone. We'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.